Well, that spot worked out for us. So I'm gonna show you the mechanics or the setup of this whole situation right here. Anthony and I are in what I'm gonna call the blind spot. We're in a good backdrop, good cover. I mean, it's almost like a blind. This particular tree. I mean, they don't always work out like this, but this is a really good spot. We got a good backdrop, good side cover on both sides, and just enough stuff in front of us that it makes for a good blind spot. And the call is in what I call the hide. I always hide the call so that the coyote has to come and look for it. They can't just come up and stop 100 yards and look. They need to come and see. Because if they get to us, and that eliminates hang up, it also eliminates the need for me to make a sound to stop the dog. They always stop on their own. Not always, but most of the time. 8 times out of 10. And even if they don't stop or come to a slow trot or something like that, even if they come charging in, they usually stop for 2 or 3 seconds, and that's just long enough for me to get off a shot. Everything you do has to be about controlling the environment. I set the call up. We're hunting off of a main road over here, so I basically set it up that I knew that 8 times out of 10, the coyote are gonna come from this side because that road is right back here, maybe 400 yards behind us, or to our left rather. And I also set it up that the wind is crossing us like this. So if they're gonna come in, and they come in from the upwind side, they're not gonna smell us, number one. Number two, they're either gonna come this way, give me a shot here, and if they stop and don't go to the call, they usually circle back around like this one did, went around the tree to try to get the wind, and he came to this side of it. But he was already out of our scent cone. Let's go see if he's back there right now. Let's go pick him up and then we'll show you the rest of it. So you can see it. It almost looks like a ground blind. This happens to be like that ideal setup. There was some deadfall. Anthony and I pulled it over real quick to make sure that we had a good, solid cover. The wind is going from right to left. And I knew that because of the setup, they had to come without the wind in their favor. So they came from this side and came across like this. And like I said, when he got to here, I almost had a shot, but he was standing behind a bush over here. It was a lot closer. He was at 30-something, 34 yards or so. I ended up having to shoot him at 40. But he went around the tree, the hide, where I have the call in, because he couldn't see. It's a very dense brush right there, and he had to come around. Let's go look at the hide itself. So, see, there's a real dense structure here. I try to choose things that are 30 yards or less from me. And I always put it on this side, on my side. You never want to put it on the other side because then they'll go around the back side and you won't have a shot. And I always put it, I don't put it on this side or this side. I always put it in the middle so that if they come from either direction, they have to come around the front of it. They have to present a broadside shot. This happened to be facing right at me because he stopped over here behind this tree originally, and I didn't have a shot, and then he went around and came over here, and I shot him back here. You can see the blood and stuff on the ground. I'm assuming he's right here. We didn't see him run off, so. And he was yelping pretty good. I don't know if you heard that on camera, but he was yelping pretty good when we shot him. Jeez, it's right there. I messed him up. Oh my goodness. There's my arrow. He must have bit off the, look at this. It must have, when he was struggling right here, he must have bit off the back. Yeah, because that's the, oh man. No, that's the entrance. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's the exit.
Oh my God, Schwacker.
Yeah, that was, he's literally where I shot him. I mean, I shot him. He was standing right here. He came around and he was looking and he was quartering to us. And I put it right here and I put it right in the front of his chest. It came out. So yeah, I put it right there. That's the entrance. It came out right there. Stand number 1 for the morning. That's actually a female. Dunzo. See him? I can't shoot him. Here he goes, here he goes.